Exanima is one of those games that on paper sounds absolutely incredible, highly amazing. Wow, how innovative. The reality is, unfortunately, different. And today, it's going to be definitive. Today, you're all going to hear about it. Just like behind every innovation, there is a team of people, behind every pop art innovation is bullshit and shilling to the highest degree. This is Exanima, the art of bullshit. I'd like to begin by stating that I cannot recommend this game to anyone who wants to play a game. This isn't a game. This is worse than a game. This is busy work, coupled with masochism for your own enjoyment. Next time you're on Pornhub, don't bother. Launch up Exanima and prepare for a 55-kilogram airplane bomb to be launched into your asshole at terminal velocity. And be prepared for when it starts to move, because it's going to hurt. And I know some of you freaky ones will probably be left sitting here thinking, this is just like Elden Ring or Dark Souls. No, my little masochistic fuck. This is Learn My Ultra Quirky and Hard Mechanics Simulator, and it's not gonna be pretty. Exanima is a game that is still under active development for 12 years. Some might call it a niche. If you're anything like me, however, you would call this testicular torsion. By the way, while you're playing this game, get ready to suffer for an undefined amount of time in a completely unchangeable environment and fight zombies once in a fucking lifetime when the game sends them. A dungeon crawler, my ass. Actually, wait. I can feel it entering now! I've downloaded Exanima for the first time somewhere in 2020. The physics impressed me. I lauded and was amazed by the sheer beauty of presentation. Thinking back on it, a pile of bile next to a bar in a downtown on a Friday night has more impressionable characteristics than this ogre. Then, I've downloaded Exanima in 2024. The physics impressed me. Again, you see where I'm going with this? Now, either the developers are being held against their will somewhere in the office, or they decided that making a ball buster simulator isn't enough. You gotta try it. I never understood games where the whole point was to punish you. Like, what the fuck are you doing in your life, man? However, as not understandable as that might be, games that just punish you with no return is where I draw the line. The type of line that developers have been crossing for ages, or the type of line that they have been or the type of line they have been feeding themselves with a snorkel. Yeah. This game doesn't just sit still. It is basically glued to the ground in terms of progress. Think a pile of shit in an outdoor house. Think a 300-kilogram proud American falling over in the video game store. Think two magnets being pushed against each other. That is that game, pal. That is that game. The first level is completely unpassable if you're someone who plays video games for enjoyment. If you're someone who likes to have fun, completely remove this game from your inventory. Just like I'm going to remove the lead dev spleen 55 seconds after this video gets published. I don't know for whom this game was made for, but it is certainly not for me. And a good guess would be not for anyone either, since spending money on this piece of shit is worse than investing into Musk coin. The fighting mechanics are dog shit simple if you skip over the physics part. It's just parry, 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 swing, move, parry, parry, swing, move, block, get hit, etc. Just like fighting while you're sleeping, or just like I'm fighting the urge to throw my computer case out of the window frame and make it land on a newborn rat. It is routine exemplified. This game is nothing more than routine. And not the type of routine with enjoyment, like when you're pumping your shotgun. The same type of enjoyment-filled routine you get shoveling shit from one pile to another. You might get used to the action, but not to the smell. Crawling through a dungeon seems like a fun idea. Everybody's done it once or twice. Some even spectated. But there is no reward. There is no light outside the tunnel. The only light that I'm hoping to see when playing this game is the descent of God, since it feels like I'm the soul of the damned playing this trash can with numbers. There is nothing for you to do or anyone to talk to. Even the zombies are scarce. It's just a tunnel with the same boring white or orange lightning, etc. Unfucking fortunately, you can't just lie down like a chill guy and wait for the inner city train to pierce you going 300 miles an hour. Unfucking fortunately. Pros, more like hidden cons. No, actually pros. Absolute beauty of visual level design. I believe there is no other game on the market that offers such realistic and convincing portrayal of objects, materials, and medieval environments. It's true, I played it. Well done sound design, doors creaking, objects falling, your own grunts and those of your enemies, footsteps, etc. Also true. Real life physics, especially on hits, you feel the hits. You see either your character duck or stumble and you feel it when your axe hits some poor mofo on the head. You can just feel it by looking at his body movements combined with the sound, etc. As much as I'm going to shit on fighting, the physics are mighty fine, just like your 450 kilogram mother-in-law. Now the cons, the whole game basically. The story mode is an absolute crime against humanity. There hasn't been a worse execution of a story mode in a video game up to date. I'm serious. People who are in charge of the story mode clearly have zero idea on what a story mode is supposed to be. A story mode is supposed to be a progressing, exciting experience with plenty of reward and some challenge to make it more interesting, not just wander around. This game's story mode has neither the reward nor the challenge. It is the most blank, most boring story mode known to man. There is no incentive to keep navigating through more and more boring tunnels. The glimpses of hope, the rooms that you see are just that, rooms, literally. Maybe that was the whole point, but unless you're a huge fan of standing in video game rooms for excitement, this is not going to be interesting for you. Absolutely retarded combat mechanics. Even after you have somehow figured out how to fight in this game, you still feel like there is more luck than skill involved. Somehow, in the madness of it all, the skill element, which is so important for enjoyment, has been lost. The thing is, you don't master combat, you do damage control on the physics, that's what you do. You don't get better, you just learn to wipe the shit off your face quicker. I'm serious, go, try it for yourself. Fucked up team goals and overall game design. I'm very sorry to say this, but this isn't a game. This is a glorified tech demo, which took them 12 years to get to this point. It reminds me of Teardown, another game with brilliant physics design, yet absolutely dog shit at the game part. Look, if you're a fan, you're a fan. Consider this a cease and desist letter to our friendship. But if you were just casually strolling thinking it's a cool physics simulation, it is. But that's all that it is, a cool physics simulation. And that's it. I will reiterate, this is not a game. This is a tech demo, an animation showcase reel, an NVIDIA GeForce render, etc. If you came here looking for a game, you won't find it. Buy at your own risk, more like don't buy this shit at all.